right, so this is a real quick synopsis. I listen to people of all kinds. I'm not a big fan of Bible thumpers. However, if somebody wants to talk about religion, and they still have the normal I cuss type of thing or whatever, it makes me feel like they're more human and they're not trying to be perfected, because there is no such thing. There is no such thing as perfected. Everyone makes mistakes. So this woman I am subscribed to her, named Barb Wise, claims that, you have to be in fear of God. And I absolutely disagree. Okay, I'm going to just tell you from experience. When I was little and I had anxiety, it was because I was small, I was skinny, I didn't have muscle, and I was fearful of other people that wanted to do me harm. It didn't help at all. It made me a fucking nervous wreck. You know what I'm saying? It didn't help shit at all. It made me a nervous wreck. There was no way to find peace in fear. There is no way to find peace in fear. Now, this isn't just directed at Barb Weiss. This is just based on what I have surmised over my life. And I have found that it is much fucking easier to just be yourself. Don't think of God, because, if you're going to have a fucking fear related to God, then, if you're going to believe in God and you're going to be fearful, then how are you going to get through life? That means you're nervous all the time. I'll be honest though, I am, like anyone who's not, fearful of how you're going to die. I'm not really fearful of death. I'm fearful of how I'm going to die, right? Like, is it going to be a long, painful, excruciating death, or is it going to be this or that? But I'm not going to sit there and fucking be fearful of hell in God. First of all, I don't believe in hell. I think that's manifested by mankind, tossed into the scriptures to, make people think this, make people think that. Most of religion to me is a brainwash mechanism. It's no different than, a Manchurian candidate on a large scale. As long as they got you hitched, then there is no way, you will go the other direction, because at that point you are completely brainwashed. All right. So, I'm not saying that I dislike people that are under that influence. I still want to try to be friendly to people. I'm not going to just, act like you don't exist. I'm going to listen to what you have to say. But at the same time, I'm not going to be fearful of anything. Fear is not good. It's not a good thing. It's a bad thing. So if God wants you all to be fearful of him, then maybe God's not that intelligent. Okay, that's, and the other people like pastors and stuff will say, oh, well, you can't expect to understand the way God works. Bullshit. If you're trying to tell me he exists, which I don't believe, but if you're trying to tell me he exists, why can't I fucking surmise what I think his thinking, his logistics may or may not be? Because I'm human, I have a mind, I can do that. And then the pastor will say, yeah, but you're not going to be able to wrap your head around God. Well, good. Then I won't have nothing to fucking do with them, okay? And when I die, I hope I fucking never come back. If he's like that, then I hope I die and never fucking come back. Because why would you want to fucking live in consistent fear, and then the only way you can try to relax is to go to church? No, that's brainwash, man. That is fucking brainwash. But I like Barbara Wise. She's a good woman. She has a personality. Weirdly, though, I think she deserves more thumbs up. And for the most part, she's wise. But when it comes to religion, I don't think she's wise. I'm just going to be honest with you. I think, like a lot of people, she has been, I don't know, like cattle, when you're trying to get a cattle to go in to another space so you can give it shots or something. It's like, it's you can't get out. Once you're locked into that mindset, then you're not going to get out. And, you might as well be a cow at that point. All right. So I'm an open-minded person, and I don't mean to be saying that about Barb, but it is what it is. If you live in fear, don't expect to fucking get rich. Don't expect to fucking be happy. Don't expect to be able to control your financial situation, because if you're in fear, you cannot operate as a normal human being. Try to be on a construction site in fear. That's not going to work. They'll fire you. If you're in fear of fucking dealing with shit that could be dangerous, then they're going to fire you. You know, you cannot fucking live in fear. It doesn't matter, what you're, what you're trying to give me wisdom based on something that I don't believe in. So anyway, what I'm saying is, I learned in life what really works for me is just to relax, not be in fear, don't have anxiety. Try to, breathe a little slower, try to stay calm, try to improve your life. Don't try to make it worse. Try to improve it instead of make it worse. That's not hard. You don't need some fictitious, somebody that created the entire freaking universe and who knows what else type of mentality. Because that's not going to fucking do it for me. And God's never spoken to me. God has never spoken to me. I do believe that there is supernatural things going on. I don't know. I use the term supernatural. It may not be. But I have been protected on many occasions, I guess, by what people have believed in religion is a guardian angel. But I don't think it's really tied in. It's something that is there, and it helps you, and it doesn't help everyone. Some people may not have the help. Maybe they don't have the guardian. But I do believe there is a, extremely smart, I guess, individual, but he's been misinterpreted as God. And the people that work for him may be the guardians, but they're not all powerful. That is a misnomer. Once you start going in the direction of saying everything is created by one person, I'm sorry, but your mentality has decreased a large portion of your brain capacity, because, there's no way. If you look at the universe, and if you say, oh, well, God is all part. No, man. There's never been a conversation with me. Hey, I do exist, man. Just chill, okay? And besides, I'll be honest with you. If I was God, I would say something like that too to somebody. I would be like, oh, yeah, it's all good. Everything's going to work out. Don't be fearful. Just try to improve your life. Otherwise, you're going to have the karma that comes with your bad activity and everything else. But God doesn't do that in the Bible. So I believe the Bible was manifested by mankind. But originally, it may have been something completely different. Maybe it even had more fact-based information in it. But the Catholic Diocese has edited out most of the Bible. Even the last one, the Old Testament, has been pretty much done away with. People still read it, but every time the Bible gets re-edited, that means that this is a fictitious kind of thing. Because, they should have just stuck with the all original scriptures and just let us try to figure it out. But they didn't. Why? Because the Catholic Diocese thinks that you're too stupid to understand it all. There you go.